ready to submit an offer and they can't even afford or buy the house.
Yeah. So what are some of the common mistakes that first-time homebuyers have made, or that we've made as first-time homebuyers?
I think the big one is not getting pre-approved before you start your home hunt. You go out there and you don't even know what you're qualified for. And it goes hand in hand with, it's not a mistake we made when purchasing a house, but it's a mistake I feel I made as a realtor working with buyers that weren't even qualified.
Yeah.
And we come to ready to submit an offer and they can't even afford or buy the house.
Yeah.
And then now we're all disappointed.
Right. They've fallen in love and now they can't qualify.
Yeah.
So how do you think we should help our first-time homebuyers?
I think that's step one.
Yeah.
You know, we help them by introducing them to some trusted advisors that work in the lending industry,
Okay.
or, you know, have them go and get qualified.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
simple
think
as that.
Yeah, I think that's
Before we start the house hunt.
Okay, so what's another common mistake that we've seen?
Not either reviewing home inspections in details or just flat out skipping them. You know, if a seller didn't provide them up front, saying, oh, I don't want to spend the extra money for a home inspection, it's fine. Even if the house is relatively new and looks like it's in good condition, I've run across many homes that cosmetically look beautiful, but once you peel back that skin,
Yeah.
it's really just a pig with makeup on. Like, it just is all slapped together.
Yeah.
So for someone that doesn't view houses on the daily, a lot of those things could get overlooked. So having a real home inspection by a certified, you know, licensed inspector is very crucial.
And on the builder side, when we were building homes, we had homeowners get home inspections, because I think even building a brand new home, there's things that the property inspector could find. So I think definitely at any point when you're buying a home or even selling a home, getting a home inspection, providing a home inspection is so important. Researching the neighborhood, I think that's another common mistake. Had our own experience. We bought a home during COVID, when next to a school where the school wasn't in session, and we thought it was a quiet neighborhood, and we drove up and down and we're like, oh, no big deal, but it was a high school. And then a year later, when the school got back, you know, went back into school, we found out that the traffic was terrible, that the kids and the noise, not that we didn't want to be near a school, but I think the proximity being right across the street, that was a challenge.
Exactly. And that's something that, you know, we've told our clients year after year.
Yeah.
Just because you go to an open house and see the house one time, maybe have another private showing, really do your research on the neighborhood by going after hours, going on the weekend, maybe talking to a few neighbors.
Yeah. And honestly, a lot of the neighbors love talking to future homeowners because they want to get to know you too. So they start sharing stories. So researching your neighborhood and like getting to know your neighbors is so important.
Buying a home that's too much for you to afford, even if you don't realize at the moment, well, either way, buying a home in general is a change of a lifestyle.
Right.
If you went from renting to buying, there are more additional costs.
Right.
So, I mean, in the beginning, we had a lot of staycations. It's like, well, can't travel as much now, so let's make the best of it and do it here.
Yeah.
But if you buy too much home, you're already owning a house and now it's your step up, your next home, and you buy too much house, there's a lot of changes sometimes. And what happens if you know, unfortunately get laid off, or, you know, there's job losses or family issues arise, and now you have, you know, additional cost or can't pay all of that high mortgage and property tax. Now you're in a bind.
Yeah.
So
I think it's really important to kind of
evaluate your current situation, your finances, and your lifestyle.
Yeah. So there is some, you know, some common things that we see. So it's important to kind of understand some of those so that we can avoid them as you're buying a home. So sit down with us, go through this checklist of what things to look for, what things to make sure we have planned for, so that way you know when you're making the right decision, you have all of these items checked out.
So these are just some of the common mistakes first-time home buyers or repeat buyers make. It's good to evaluate your current situation and know, so we don't make these kind of mistakes when purchasing a home.
Absolutely.
Action.
Thank you, Leilani.